You want to know something funny? I'm 106 years old, and I still got stuff in my closet I don't need. Shoes I made in 1983. Beautiful leather, perfect stitching. And my feet are too swollen now to wear them. So why do I keep them? Because we're all idiots about letting go. Look, I'm going to tell you about 10 things you need to sell before you retire, or give away, or just let go of. And I'm not talking about your comic book collection, or your grandmother's china. I'm talking about the stuff that's actually eating your life. The stuff that owns you while you think you own it. And here's the thing. I learned most of this too late. I'm telling you now, so maybe you don't have to be as stupid as I was. Let's start with the big one. Number 1. Sell the house that's too big for your life now. My friend Carmine, God rest him, he died in 2019, 92 years old. Beautiful man, hands like mine, worked construction his whole life. He had this house in Staten Island, 4 bedrooms, finished basement, backyard with a fig tree he planted in 1967. Raised 5 kids in that house. By the time he was 85, he was living in 3 rooms, kitchen, bedroom, bathroom. The rest of the house, ghosts, dust, memories he couldn't visit because the stairs hurt his knees. His kids kept saying, "Pop, sell the house, come live near us." And Carmine kept saying, "This is where your mother made Sunday gravy. This is where you took your first steps. I can't leave." You know what happened? He fell down those stairs in 2018, broke his hip, spent his last year in a nursing home. Anyway, and the house sat empty, eating money, until his kids sold it after he died. Here's what I want you to understand. A house is wood and brick. The love that happened there, that lives in you. You carry it. You don't need the building to keep the memories. When my shop burned down in 1978, 58 years old, 30 years of work, gone in one night. I stood in the ashes thinking my life was over. Everything I'd built, everything my father taught me, all those shoes, all those tools, gone. But you know what wasn't gone? What my father put in here. The way he showed me to read leather. The way he'd hold up a finished shoe and nod. That was his version of, "I love you." The fire couldn't burn that. So, if you're rattling around in a house that's too big, paying for rooms you don't use, maintaining a yard that breaks your back, sell it. Take the money, buy something smaller, use the rest to live. You're not betraying your memories. You're honoring them by actually enjoying the time you have left. Number 2. Sell your need to keep rescuing your adult children. This one's going to make some of you angry. Good. Be angry. Then think about it. My son, Enzo Jr., he's 80 now, still practicing law, still stubborn as a mule, just like his old man. When he was 32, he came to me, needed money. He'd made some bad investments, owed people, was scared. I gave it to him. Every penny he asked for. Didn't even make him explain. He's my son. What else was I going to do? You know what he did? Same thing 3 years later, and again 5 years after that. Because I taught him that Papa would always fix it. It wasn't until Gloria, my second wife, the love of my second life, it wasn't until Gloria sat me down and said, "Sal, you're not helping him. You're crippling him." And I wanted to argue, but she had this way of looking at you that made you shut up and listen. She said, "Your son is a grown man with a law degree. He can figure this out, but he won't because you won't let him." That was 1994. I told Enzo, "I love you, but this is the last time. Next time you figure it out yourself." He didn't speak to me for 6 months. You know what? He also never asked for money again. And 20 years later, he thanked me, said it was the best thing I ever did for him. So, here's your homework, and I want you to actually do this, not just nod and forget. Look at your bank account. Add up what you've given your adult children in the last 5 years. Now, ask yourself, did that money help them grow, or did it help them stay stuck? There's loans for houses, loans for cars, loans for school. There's no loans for retirement. Your kids have decades to build. You don't. Stop giving away time you can't get back. Number 3. Sell the expensive toys that became expensive burdens. I knew a guy, Frankie Duca, may he rest. He had a boat, beautiful boat, 32-footer. Kept it at the marina in Sheepshead Bay. He loved that boat. Talked about it constantly. "Sir, you got to come out on the boat. Sir, the boat is like therapy." You know how many times Frankie actually took that boat out? Maybe 6 times a year. Rest of the time it sat in the marina eating money. Storage fees, maintenance, insurance. The engine needed work. The hull needed something. There was always something. One day I asked him, "Frankie, when's the last time you were on the boat?" He had to think about it. That's when you know you have a problem. When you have to think about whether you're enjoying the thing you're paying for. He sold it eventually. Took him 3 years of me nagging, but he sold it. And you know what he told me after? He said, "S, I feel lighter. I didn't know that boat was so heavy." That's the thing about possessions. They don't just sit there. They pull at you. They need attention, storage, maintenance, worry. Everything you own takes a piece of your mind. And in retirement, your mind is all you've got. So whatever your boat is, the RV you used twice, the workshop equipment you haven't touched, the hobby supplies from 3 hobbies ago, let it go. Someone else will love it. You can love the money it brings you. Number 4. Sell the second car. This one's easy. If you're not commuting anymore, if you and your spouse are both home, how often are you actually going 2 different places at the exact same time? My neighbor, the Palmers, nice couple, both retired. They had two cars, a Buick and a Toyota. The Toyota sat in the driveway so long, birds were nesting under the hood. I'm not joking. Birds. They finally sold it last year. You know what they did with the money? They took a cruise to Alaska, saw glaciers, held hands on the deck. Would you rather have a car sitting in your driveway or a memory of holding hands in front of a glacier? That's not a trick question. Number 5, and this is the one nobody talks about. Sell your work identity. When I retired from the shop in 2005, 86 years old, I couldn't stand at the bench like I used to. My hands were starting to go. I thought I would be okay. I had prepared. I had hobbies. I had Gloria. But for the first 6 months, I was lost. Do you understand? Lost. For 70 years, I was S, the shoemaker. S, from Benedetto's fine shoes. People knew me by what I did. I knew me by what I did. And suddenly, I wasn't doing it anymore. I'd wake up and think, what's the point of today? Gloria found me crying one morning. Not loud crying. I'm not a loud crier. Just tears running down my face while I stared at my coffee. She sat down across from me and she said, "Sal, who are you without the shop?" And I didn't know. That's the terrifying part. 86 years old, and I didn't know who I was without work. So, here's what I had to learn, and what you need to learn before you retire. Your job title was never who you were. It was just what you did. You are more than your work. But if you don't figure that out before you stop working, retirement's going to feel like dying while you're still alive. Start now before you retire. Find the parts of yourself that have nothing to do with your job. Grow them, water them, give them sunlight. So when the work ends, you don't end with it. Now, here's where we get into the stuff you can't sell on eBay. The stuff that costs you more than money. Number 6, sell your grudges.